So our adventures in Finland continue. We are sitting in Helsinki train station waiting to board the Santa Claus Express train.
And if you didn't know what the Santa Claus Express train is, it is essentially the overnight train that runs from Helsinki to Rovaniemi, otherwise known as Lapland.
We'll be sharing with you our experience in a sleeper cabin, and it's going to take us 12 hours to get to our end destination.
How cool is that? That's really nifty. I fart a lot, so it makes sense that I go at the top.
Alright, where are we going? So we've managed to bag a seat at a little cafe. There are lots and lots of eateries here, places to get smoothies, juices, baguette shops. There's pretty much anything you can think of you can get here, which is awesome because I guess you can get a good feed or a nice hot drink before you get on the train, where I imagine it's going to be more expensive. So of course I've gone for a Prosecco. Poor James is still not feeling very well, so I've got him a mint tea in the hope that it's going to make him feel a little bit better. We've still got about 40 minutes until we need to board the train. We did just take a little look outside and the platforms are literally right through the doors. I'm super excited for the Santa Claus Express. Right, coach 19. Question mark. I'm not sure what that means.
Has it?
I mean, hopefully the question mark means that it's still running.
I don't think we've ever been in a train station and we've looked at the screen for our train that we're boarding and there's a question mark next to it. There's people on the platform, but it doesn't give you much hope.
There's also a lot of very excited children.
Yeah, including me and Alex.
Rovaniemi is the second from last stop. I'd say this platform is heavily kid
There's
dominant.
So many excited children. Here it comes! Here it comes!
Oh yeah.
No, we're gonna walk! Everyone is so excited, including the adults.
Oh what? It's going back again.
It's coming back!
Typical.
It teased us.
Oh look at that! Look, Santa Claus.
203, I think.
You sure you got it?
Yeah.
I can take it.
Good work, Alex. We're at the other end.
Keep going.
Oh goodness! This is amazing! What the Santa Claus Express train!
And away we go. Bye bye Helsinki.
Welcome into our humble abode for the night.
This is adorable.
It's very cozy. I'm going to close the door because it's a pretty small compartment, but to be honest, it is everything we need. And if you have followed us for a while, you'll know that we are very used to living in very small spaces, like when we lived on the road in either bus. So this really is probably about the same size, just in a slightly different
Shape.
So where should we start?
Let's start
the door, because there is a very big long mirror, which actually I'm very impressed about. And we have 2 hangers for our coats, even though we also have 2 coat hooks. I'll pop these back for now. So I guess we have a temperature gauge here. It's currently on very cool, but actually it is quite warm in here. We've got a plug socket, which is perfect because I already know I need to charge my phone. And this, I believe, is the light switch.
Ooh, correct.
There are a number of compartments you can book for this train. Off the top of my head, there is a sitting seat, which is the cheapest option, and luggage storage as well for people who are sitting. The next step up from that is another compartment without a private bathroom, but we'll link it below just so you can check yourselves. And this must be shared because there's a WC. We did go for the creme de la creme. It was only an extra 20 euros for the two of us. An extra 20 euros I thought was pretty decent for your own private bathroom. So we'll show you that bit in a minute. But these are our two beds, which to be honest, look really comfy. I'm sad that I don't get to sleep with you tonight. However, you're a bit sicky. So
I know.
Maybe that's probably for the best.
It's actually a bit of a blessing in disguise. We'll be fine. It's like a comfortable single.
I mean, I'm small. I'm about 5'2", and I've got quite a bit of space, so I'll be intrigued to see when James lies in the bed how much space you'll have with your feet.
Everything looks really clean. So you've got like fresh bed sheets, you've got a fresh duvet, fresh pillow.
There's also a very cool section here which I'm going to quickly run through just because there's a lot of goodies. One being a light.
And very bright.
Charging point as well. And there's also an alarm clock, which is great. A netty thing just to carry some things. I don't know what for. Maybe a reading book or some water. I'm sure it will come in handy later. We were wondering as well if we were going to be given some towels, because it was the one thing we did not bring, and luckily they have given us towels. What looks like a hand towel and a shower towel. It also smells good and clean, which was my other worry. And they also gave us a little mini bottle of water. The other thing to mention as well is the ceiling height, because I was concerned that maybe this was going to be quite low, but I can sit up absolutely fine and I'm not even touching the ceiling. So it's quite nice when I'm laid down later. I'm not going to basically feel like I'm in a coffin, which is a big thumbs up from me. So I'll let James show you the top bunk. Now, where are you going to be sleeping tonight? Up here?
I think I'm going to sleep top bunk.
Are you sure?
Yeah. I mean, hot air rises, right? So I fart a lot, so it makes sense that I go at the top. Plus, I want to make sure you're safe, so not climbing up and down all the time.
Oh, well, that's very kind.
Basically, I have the exact same stuff up here that you have down below. There's not much of a tour I need to do other than talk about these really nifty safety belts so I don't roll out of bed. But perhaps this could be used for luggage as well, maybe. If you had lots of luggage, you could pop it up here and it's not going to fall down. Whilst it's quite small in here, it still has an element of feeling quite spacious. This is a sleeper cabin, so we are going to be spending the majority of the time, hopefully, getting a good night's sleep. So I'm about, I wish I was 6 foot. I reckon I'm just about under 6 foot. Let's try and test out how well I fit. Oh, to be honest, it's pretty good. It's pretty comfortable. And my head's not even that far back either. So if you were, I'd say 6'3", I reckon you'd be pretty comfy. Let's take a look at the bathroom. We actually haven't even opened the bathroom door yet, so we don't really know what we're gonna see inside.
Hopefully it's a nice big bathroom.
Hopefully we're not going to walk in on someone having a poo. Oh, sorry, mate. Full of the bathroom's bigger than the actual room itself. Come on. Oh, wow.
Oh, it's pretty big.
First things first, toilet. So it's like a very standard airplane train toilet. Everything you would expect with a touch flush. Toilet roll, another spare toilet roll. We have what looks like a bum gun. For those of you that want a fancy wash your bum, you have a bin and you have a sink. Soap dispensers, complimentary toiletries. Actually, you can't drink the water. We do have a shower. So there are showers for those of you that have the sleeper cabins, which are shared bathroom facilities, but we have our own shower. And I did think to myself, how are we going to navigate with this? But we can close this over the toilet and it locks into place.
How good's that?
We can close the door and have our shower.
It's actually pretty good.
You've got a tap here, you've got complimentary shower gel.
Oh, it's nice shower gel too. It's luxe.
It's actually spacious. And as Alex said earlier in this room tour, we are used to living in a bus. We're going to be absolutely fine. Good lighting, even though it's quite blue, quite harsh, it's still good lighting regardless. Pretty good. How cool is that? That's really nifty. And you have some cool little hooks here as well, so for hanging up your towel or flannels or anything you want.
And the last bit of the cabin is the window, which we're probably not going to really have much of a view of, just purely because the times that we're traveling, it's going to be pitch black. We might be able to see some snow out of the window, but still it's nice to have a window, and we can close it when we want to go to sleep with this blind as well. If you did want to, there is enough space under the bed. There's space under there if you wanted to pop your bags and a few things under there.
I think next door just had
A poo?
probably. Is it called a tandem? It's called tandoy. Tandoy. So if you were listening to the train driver over the tannoy, he said there is food in the carriage number 24.
The restaurant car is in the middle of the train and the number is 24.
That's important information in case we need some food or some wine.
Now, we weren't quite sure what the food quality was going to be like, if it was going to be overpriced, if it was going to be super busy, so we actually did bring a packed lunch with us. But for those of you that do wish to investigate or maybe try some of the food from Carriage 24, they've got vegan options, so you can go for the falafel salad. You've then got a chicken Caesar salad. You've got a couple of pasta options in carbonara, as well as tomato pesto option, chicken pesto pasta, meatballs with mashed potatoes. And then in the morning, you can have a lovely coffee and croissant, or you've got a bit of porridge as well. So like most restaurants these days, you actually do have a QR code in the top right hand corner, so if you wanted to have a look at the menu on your phone, you can do that. One thing we have also realised is you can actually make orders with the conductor and have it delivered to your cabin, which is quite handy to have, especially depending on the weight of the food.
Wow.
Man,
Oh my god, there's so many people here.
we definitely chose the wrong time to come to the kitchen. But also you can pre-order for the next morning. So if we order our breakfast now, we can have it delivered for a specific time.
Maybe we get some coffee on order.
I'm thinking coffee is
Do you
a good
think they'll
idea.
deliver coffee? I think we decided we're going to try and order from the menu in our room, or maybe just come back in the morning, because that was way busier than we were anticipating, and I'm not prepared to wait in that queue. Let's get back.
It's going to be a long 10-minute walk back now.
Well, that is handy. So if you've got a bike.
Is that a room for your dogs?
Oh, maybe. I don't know.
That's pretty cool.
How funny.
So this is the cabin if you have your own dog. There's a little dog bowl on the floor as well. How cute is that?
That is so adorable.
That's amazing. Look, little space for a little doggy to sleep.
That's so cute. That's amazing.
Alex, that's what you're sleeping tonight.
We are ready for bed. James has already been in bed. I think he is almost asleep.
Time to go to sleep. See you in the morning.
Good night.
The next day.
Good morning. The time is about 6:45. We're going to be arriving into Rovaniemi in about half an hour, so I think James is awake. I don't think he slept too well, mainly because he's not very well. It was quite hard to sleep last night. I think I was up every couple of hours. I couldn't turn the light off in the bed, so I was really aware that this bright orange light was staring at me. So that was a little bit annoying. Otherwise, the bed was super comfy. The duvet was really warm. The temperature was kind of a bit off. It kind of went hot and cold, so I kind of got up a few times and did change the temperature throughout the night as well. But yeah, just super excited to get there now.
Good morning everyone. Our estimated time of arrival to Rovaniemi is 7:27. Our train crew thanks you for your journey with us and hope you have a pleasant day.
We made it.
Minus 12 isn't that bad.
Now to figure out where to go.
So the time is 7:50. We walked a little bit further up the platform to find a cafe. We've got coffee, so we're feeling better already. So we are fueled with some caffeine, and now we're going to take an 8-minute walk to get to our guest house. We're hoping we can just drop off our bags because it is still very early in the morning, so I very much doubt that we're going to be able to check in. But yeah, if we can do that, then we can go and check out Rovaniemi city and maybe head to Santa Claus Village. And we've made it to our guest house. It is cold outside, so let's go in and just chill for 5 minutes before we decide where we're going to next. It's so cold I can't think.
Guys, can you tell how happy we are? You know why? Because we have finally made it to our childhood dream destination.
So cool.
We are in Lapland. We have made it to Santa's home. He's having a poo. He's having a poo.
We are currently in Helsinki. So that's pretty handy, which is actually really handy. Pretty handy. So that was the ticket lady. Chicken, we are on...
Chicken? We wasn't really watching anything. It was all just for the vlog. Could you stop there?
Thanks for watching, guys. It would mean the world to us if you hit that like button and subscribe if you want to see more travel videos just like this one. Until next time, we'll see you on the next video.